detail the story, the Battle of Badr. The Battle of Badr was a key event in the early history of Islam, fought on 70 Ramadan to Al-Hijri 624 CE between the early Muslims of Medina, led by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the Quraysh of Mecca. It is considered one of the most significant battles in Islamic history due to its spiritual, political, and military implications. Here's detailed account broken into key points. First, context and background. Pre-battle situations after the migration Hijra of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his followers from Mecca to Medina. Tensions between the Muslims and the Quraysh escalated. The Muslims had left their homes and properties in Mecca, and the Quraysh had made plans to eliminate Islam and its followers. Second, Quraysh economic retaliations. The Quraysh, who controlled Mecca trade routes, were concerned about the loss of wealth due to the Muslims' emigration and the economy consequence of the growing influence of Islam. The caravan and pre-emptive strike. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, learned that a Quraysh caravan led by Abu Sufyan was returning from Syria, carrying valuable goods. The Prophet saw this as an opportunity to strike a blow to crash the Quraysh economic interest and planned as attack on the caravan. This led to the Quraysh gathering an army to defend it. The Muslim army preparation and leadership. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, led the Muslim forces, which numbered about 313 men. The army consisted mostly of unarmed or lightly armed individuals, many whom were poor emigrants from Mecca, with some local supporters from Medina. Key leaders, key figures including Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the leader and strategist. Abu Bakr, the closest companion of the Prophet and a senior figure in the Muslim community. Umar ibn al-Khattab, an influential leader of the early Muslims. Ali ibn Abi Talib, the Prophet cousins and a courage warrior. Divine support. The battle is considered a test of faith, and the Quran mentions divine support for the Muslims in the form of angels sent to assist them in the battle. Third point, the Quraysh army. Army size and leadership. The Quraysh army consisted of about 1,000 men led by Abu Jahl, a staunch enemy of Islam, along with other prominent leaders like Abu Sufyan and Ibn Hashim. Murray and purpose. The Quraysh had a stronger military presence, and their primary goal was to crush the Muslims and restore their authority and economic power. The Quraysh had a well-equipped army with cavalry, archers, and infantry. For the battle location, the battle took place at Badr, a well-known well near the Red Sea, about 80 miles southwest of Medina. Tactics. Muslim strategy. The Prophet set up a defensive position near the wells of Badr, cutting off the enemy access to water. The Muslims positioned themselves strategically with a small group of archers protecting the flanks. Quraysh strategy. The Quraysh army initially sought to engage the Muslims directly in open battle. They underestimated the determination and unity of Muslims. Divine intervention. According to Islamic tradition, Allah sent to reinforcement of angels to assist the Muslim in the battle, and they played a key role in the outcome. Key events. The Muslims first engaged in a series of duels where several prominent leaders of the Quraysh were killed, including Utbah ibn Rabi'a and Shibya ibn Rabi'a. The turning point came when the Quraysh cavalry, led by Khalid ibn al-Walid, attempted to outflank the Muslim forces, but the Muslims held their position and managed to push them back. Abu Jahl, the leader of the Quraysh forces, was killed in the battle, marking a significant blow to the Quraysh morale. Fifth point, results and consequence. Muslim victory. The Muslims were victorious despite being vastly outnumbered. The Quraysh lost about 70 men and another 70 were taken as prisoners. The Muslim lost only 14 men prisoners of war. The prisoners taken were treated with respect and many were ransomed or released after teaching Muslims how to read and write. Divine revelation. After the battle, Allah revealed several verses in the Quran that praised the courage of the Muslim fighters and the divine aid they received. For instance, Surah Al-Anfal is dedicated to battle, discussing the moral lessons and the significance of trust in Allah. Boost to Islam. The victory at Badr was a major morale booster for the Muslim and solidified the leadership of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. It marked a turning point in the struggle between the Muslim and the Quraysh. Impact of the Quraysh. The defeat at Badr had a profound psychological impact on the Quraysh, leading to their determination to avenge the loss, which ultimately resulted in the Battle of Uhud the following year. Significance of the Battle of Badr 6 point. Symbol of faith and victory. The battle is viewed as a triumph of faith over adversity. The Muslim, despite being outnumbered and under equipment, triumphed with the support of divine intervention. Legitimization of Islam. The victory greatly enhanced the legitimacy of the Muslim community. It demonstrated to the Arabian Peninsula that Muslims were a force to be reckoned with, and it encouraged many to join the new faith. Lessons in leadership and strategy. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, demonstrated exceptional leadership, patience, and strategic planning during the battle. His reliance on divine guidance and his ability to unite his followers played a critical role in the victory. Point 7. The battle in Islamic tradition. Technological importance. The Battle of Badr is commemorated annually by Muslims as a symbol of the triumph of good over evil. It is seen as a spiritual and moral lesson in patience, perseverance, as the importance of faith in God. Quranic reference. The battle is referenced in several parts of the Quran, notably Surah Al-Nafl, chapter 8, which deal with the rules of warfare and the importance of following divine commands. In the summary, the Battle of Badr was a defining moment in the history of Islam. It not only marked a key military victory but also solidified the position of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his followers in the Arabian Peninsula. It remains a symbol of divine support and presence for Muslims worldwide. I have collected this data from some books and internet. If there is any mistake, so kindly